Hey everyone, welcome to the Glow Grow Goal channel, your go-to channel for personal development and life transformation. Have you ever found yourself knowing exactly what you should do, yet still choosing to do the opposite? Why is it so difficult and reluctant for us to act on what we know is right? And why is it so easy and natural for us to do what we know is wrong? Today, we'll dive deep into these intriguing questions and explore the reasons behind our choices. I'll also reveal a powerful, game-changing insight that can boost your resolve to make lasting changes. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Understanding why we often struggle to act on what we know is right sets the stage for exploring the specific factors at play. One significant aspect of this struggle is the paradox of knowledge and action. We live in an age where information is at our fingertips. With a quick search, we can find answers to almost any question. Yet, despite having access to knowledge about healthy living, effective study habits, or positive relationships, many of us still struggle to make the right choices. Imagine you've just read an article about the benefits of regular exercise. You're inspired and motivated, yet when it comes time to hit the gym, you find yourself on the couch scrolling through social media instead. This disconnection between knowing and doing often leaves us feeling frustrated. One major factor that influences our decisions is our emotions. When faced with a choice, our feelings can cloud our judgment and lead us to ignore what we know. Change can be intimidating. Even if we know that making healthier choices or pursuing our passions will benefit us, fear can hold us back. Imagine a scenario where you have a stable job that pays well but doesn't excite you. You've always dreamed of becoming a graphic designer but are afraid that leaving your comfortable position might lead to financial struggles or disappointment. This fear can create a mental block that prevents you from acting on your knowledge of what would make you happier. Another emotional factor is the allure of instant gratification. Choosing immediate pleasure over long-term benefits can lead us to ignore what we know is best for us. Consider this. You have an important deadline approaching for a project at work. You know that dedicating time each day will help ease your workload and reduce stress. However, when evening comes, you find it much more appealing to watch your favorite series instead. The immediate pleasure of entertainment outweighs the discomfort of working on something challenging. Habits also play a crucial role in shaping our behavior. Many times, we fall into routines that are easy and comfortable, even if they aren't beneficial. Comfort zones are often where we feel safe. Breaking free from these zones requires effort and determination. Imagine you have always wanted to learn a new language because you dream of traveling and connecting with different cultures. However, you hesitate to practice speaking because you're afraid of making mistakes and being laughed at by others. This fear keeps you from taking the first steps toward achieving your goal, leaving you stuck in your comfort zone. When you're in a comfort zone, even if it's not fulfilling, it feels familiar and safe. Routines can be powerful tools for productivity and success. However, they can also become barriers when they reinforce negative behaviors. Recognizing which habits serve us and which ones hinder our progress is essential for growth. Consider someone who has developed a habit of procrastination. They know they should start their project early but find themselves waiting until the last minute because it's easier to put it off than to face the discomfort of starting. Imagine this person sitting down with their laptop open but instead scrolling through social media, or checking emails rather than diving into their work. This routine becomes ingrained over time, making it harder to break free from procrastination. Now that we've explored the various factors contributing to our tendency to ignore what we know is right, it's essential to focus on how we can identify these behaviors. Understanding ourselves better is the first step toward making meaningful changes. Taking time for self-reflection can help us understand why we ignore what we know is right. By examining our thoughts and feelings, we can identify patterns that may be holding us back. One effective way to explore these emotions is through journaling. Imagine sitting down with your journal after a long day and pouring out your thoughts on paper. As you write about why you procrastinate on studying for exams, you might discover that fear of failure plays a significant role in your hesitation. By acknowledging this fear, perhaps writing something like, "I keep putting off studying because I'm afraid I won't do well," you begin to confront it rather than letting it control your actions. Additionally, discussing your goals with trusted friends or family members can provide valuable insights into your behavior. Engaging in open conversations allows you to gain different perspectives that can help illuminate blind spots in your decision-making process. This external input can be incredibly eye-opening. Recognizing what triggers resistance can empower you to address it proactively. Whether it's stress or fear of judgment from others, identifying these triggers allows you to develop strategies for coping with them. Imagine realizing that stress from work leads you to skip workouts. Once identified, you can create strategies such as scheduling workouts during less stressful times, or finding ways to manage work stress more effectively. If stress leads you to indulge in unhealthy snacks instead of preparing nutritious meals, acknowledging this trigger allows you to plan ahead by having healthy options readily available at home. With a clear understanding of how to identify the behaviors that hold us back, let's now shift our focus to effective strategies for implementing meaningful change. Understanding the root causes is just the beginning. It's time to take actionable steps toward transforming our habits and mindset. Number 1. Developing a growth mindset. Adopting a growth mindset is essential for overcoming the barriers that prevent us from acting on what we know is right. A growth mindset encourages resilience and a willingness to learn from mistakes. When faced with challenges, those with a growth mindset see opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. This perspective shift allows them to tackle difficult situations head-on rather than retreating into old habits. For instance, if you're struggling with public speaking but view it as an opportunity to improve rather than something to avoid, you're more likely to take steps toward overcoming that fear. Picture yourself volunteering for presentations at work. Each experience builds confidence and skill over time. Failure is often seen as a negative experience, but it can be one of the most valuable teachers. By reframing failure as a learning opportunity, we become more willing to take risks and make positive changes. Say you tried starting a new fitness routine but didn't stick with it. Instead of giving up entirely, consider what went wrong and how you can adjust your approach next time. Maybe the workouts were too intense or not enjoyable enough. Recognizing this allows for better planning moving forward. Number 2. Setting clear goals. Setting clear and achievable goals can help bridge the gap between knowledge and action. When we have specific objectives in mind, it becomes easier to take actionable steps toward achieving them. Utilizing the SMART criteria — specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound — can provide structure when setting goals. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," specify, "I will work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes each session." This framework helps clarify what you want to achieve and creates a roadmap for success. Imagine writing down, "I will attend yoga classes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. This specific goal makes it easier for you to commit because it's clear and actionable. Having someone hold you accountable can motivate you as well. Whether it's a friend or family member, sharing your objectives creates a support system that encourages action. Imagine telling your best friend about your goal to read 1 book per month. Their check-ins will help keep you on track. You might even decide together which books you'll read each month. Creating shared accountability enhances commitment. Number 3. Taking action. Small steps matter. Taking small steps toward change is often more effective than attempting drastic transformations all at once. Incremental progress builds momentum and confidence over time. Begin by implementing minor changes in your daily routine, whether dedicating 10 minutes each day to study or choosing healthier snacks at lunch. Small adjustments can lead to significant improvements over time. For example, if you're trying to eat healthier but feel overwhelmed by meal prep, start by committing to 1 healthy meal per week instead of overhauling your entire diet at once. This approach reduces pressure while still promoting positive change. Recognizing and celebrating achievements, no matter how small, reinforces positive behavior. Acknowledging progress boosts motivation and encourages continued effort toward your goals. Picture yourself completing a small task related to your goal. Take a moment to appreciate that achievement before moving on. Perhaps after finishing an assignment early one day, treat yourself to something enjoyable, like a favorite snack or some downtime watching TV. Now that we've explored why we often ignore what we know is right and how to identify and change those behaviors, let's talk about something crucial: the door opening principle. Picture this. You're standing in front of a door that represents your potential for change. Behind that door lies a better version of yourself. One who makes healthier choices, pursues passions, and embraces growth. But the door is closed, and you may feel hesitant to open it. The fact that you clicked on this video indicates that you have a desire to open that door, even if it's just a small wish in your subconscious. Here's the key point. No matter how hard your loved ones or friends knock on that door or try to force it open, they cannot open it for you. The final decision lies solely in your hands. You might receive advice from others or feel pressure to change, but true transformation won't happen unless you decide to take action. This is where personal agency comes into play. The final decision lies solely in your hands. Opening the door doesn't require a huge leap, it can start with small actions. By taking that first step, no matter how small, you begin to push against the door. Each action weakens the barriers of fear and hesitation. You might find that once you open the door even a little, it becomes easier to swing it wide open. So why do we know the right thing to do but choose to ignore it? It's often a complex interplay of emotions, habits, environmental factors, and more. By understanding these influences, you'll be better equipped to align your actions with your knowledge. Remember, change isn't an overnight process. It's a journey filled with ups and downs. So be patient with yourself as you navigate this path. By acknowledging your desire for change and taking those initial steps willingly, you're already on your way to creating lasting transformations in your life. Each small step counts toward making meaningful change. Have you ever felt torn between knowing what's right and doing what's easy? What small step will you take today toward opening that door? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more insightful content. Thank you.